Sheryl Swoopes is calling out the Indiana Fever, pointing out that their intense focus on rookie sensation Caitlin Clark could be unintentionally sidelining the contributions of star veteran Kelsey Mitchell.
There was a time when I didn't want to talk about Sheryl Swoopes anymore, but now I do kind of find it genuinely entertaining. I got to admit, the way she does it is almost admirable in a sense. You know, the commitment to the hating.
Sheryl Swoopes, a prominent figure in women's basketball, has been outspoken in her critiques of the Indiana Fever's approach this season, particularly when it comes to the attention surrounding Caitlin Clark's rapid rise and the team's overall strategic decisions. While much of the spotlight has been on Clark, who is rightfully garnering national attention, Swoopes believes the Fever have made a significant oversight by not giving Kelsey Mitchell the recognition she deserves. Mitchell, a guard for the Fever, has been a cornerstone of the team's success, displaying leadership and stellar performance on the court. Swoopes pointed out that Mitchell's contributions have been pivotal, but the franchise hasn't seemed to fully acknowledge her efforts, especially considering Mitchell's status as an unrestricted free agent at the time. Her criticism centers around the idea that the Fever should have shown more public support and appreciation for Mitchell's remarkable season.
The one thing that I love that she's bringing to her sport, more people want to watch. More people want to tune in. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it fucked up. Caitlin Clark is the reason why a lot of great things is going to happen for the WNBA. But for her individually, I don't think she should get involved on nothing that's being said. Just go have fun, enjoy, but I'm rooting for Caitlin because I've been in that seat before. I've walked that road before. I hope she kills. I hope Aaliyah Boston does amazing.
Swoopes, speaking candidly, emphasized the importance of crediting players like Mitchell who put in consistent and hard work, which often goes underappreciated in the shadow of newcomers like Clark, whose meteoric rise is understandably captivating fans and media alike. In her remarks, she suggested that Mitchell's invaluable contributions may have been overshadowed by the attention given to Clark, and this lack of recognition could have broader implications for the Fever as they try to maintain team chemistry and attract future talent. Personally, here's where I think the Fever didn't do a very good job, Swoopes noted. That was with Kelsey Mitchell, who's an unrestricted free agent. Kelsey had an incredible season, but I don't think she got the credit she deserved. Now, with Mitchell entering unrestricted free agency, her future with the Fever is in question. This is where Swoopes' comments carry weight. By not properly acknowledging Mitchell's immense contributions, the Fever may have unintentionally created a rift in the team's internal dynamic. As an unrestricted free agent, Mitchell has the freedom to choose where she wants to play next season, and a lack of recognition for her efforts could influence her decision to move on from Indiana. Swoopes believes that Indiana's failure to properly honor Mitchell, particularly given her essential role in their postseason success, could push her to seek opportunities elsewhere, perhaps with a team that better values her contributions. Sheryl Swoopes. The issue extends far beyond Mitchell's individual performance. It's about the broader respect for the team's history and long-term strategy. In Swoopes' eyes, the Fever's focus on building their future around Caitlin Clark may have unintentionally sidelined the players, like Kelsey Mitchell, who helped establish the foundation of success that allowed the team to even reach the playoffs. Mitchell's elite scoring, clutch shooting, and veteran leadership were cornerstones of Indiana's system this season. But Swoopes argues that by not fully recognizing her contributions, the Fever risk alienating a key player who has been critical to their recent rise. Mitchell's importance to the team is clear. She has been a reliable offensive force, stepping up when needed and consistently producing at a high level. Her ability to deliver in crucial moments, both in scoring and leadership, helped set the stage for the Fever's impressive postseason run. Yet as the Fever's attention has been consumed by Clark's meteoric rise, Mitchell's efforts have been somewhat overlooked. Swoopes believes that in the rush to highlight Clark's exciting potential, Indiana has failed to give Mitchell the respect she deserves. This could have far-reaching consequences, not just for team chemistry, but for the Fever's ability to maintain a strong core moving forward. The situation becomes even more critical now that Mitchell is an unrestricted free agent. The Fever have expressed their desire to re-sign her, recognizing her value to the team. However, after feeling somewhat marginalized this season, it remains to be seen whether Mitchell will be willing to return. While the Fever may have prioritized Clark's development, Mitchell is at a crossroads in her career, and her loyalty to the team may no longer be a given. With multiple teams likely vying for her services, Mitchell has the freedom to choose the best situation for herself, one where she feels valued and recognized for her contributions. Swoopes' comments underscore the risk that the Fever face in this offseason. If they've failed to make Mitchell feel appreciated, she could very well choose to move on. The spotlight on Clark is understandable, but if it comes at the expense of a player like Mitchell, the Fever may lose more than just a key contributor. They could lose the trust and loyalty of one of their most important veterans, which could have lasting repercussions for the team's future. The underlying tone of Swoopes' critique hints at concerns about team dynamics and the balance of spotlight within the Fever organization. While Swoopes isn't dismissing Clark's talent and potential, she seems to suggest that, in a league where veterans and consistent performers like Mitchell also deserve their moment of recognition, the focus shouldn't solely be on the young star. By not amplifying Mitchell's achievements, Swoopes believes the Fever may have missed an opportunity to honor their veteran players and ensure that they feel equally valued and supported, particularly when it comes to crucial decisions surrounding free agency. As the Fever continue to build around Clark and make her the face of the franchise, they will need to prove to Mitchell that she's still a vital part of the team's long-term plans. Otherwise, Mitchell could seek out a new home where her contributions are more appreciated, where she's recognized for her leadership and consistent performance. There's no shortage of teams in the league that could benefit from adding a player of Mitchell's caliber, and her next move could very well come down to where she feels most valued and where she can continue to elevate her game. For Indiana, this offseason represents a crossroads. They have a chance to build on the momentum they've created this season, but whether they can do so with Mitchell as a central piece will depend on how well they can balance the excitement around Clark with the acknowledgement and appreciation of their veteran talent. If they fail to convince Mitchell to stay, it could be a significant blow to their roster and potentially undermine the chemistry that made their playoff run possible. Ultimately, the ball will be in Mitchell's court, and her decision could shape the Fever's future for years to come. Swoopes' remarks carry a powerful, broader lesson not just for the Indiana Fever, but for any team in the WNBA. Looking to build around a young star, don't forget the veterans who hold it all together. While the excitement of cultivating a new talent like Caitlin Clark is understandable, Swoopes is reminding the Fever that their success this season has been built on the shoulders of players like Kelsey Mitchell, who have provided the foundation, leadership, and experience needed to guide the team through challenging times. Mitchell's contributions this season were not just about scoring, they were about being the steady force when the team needed it most, especially in clutch moments. While it's crucial for the Fever to promote and develop Clark's undeniable potential, the team's future will depend on how well they manage to balance Clark's stardom with maintaining the respect and value of their veteran players. Swoopes suggests that Indiana may be risking that balance, and if they fail to appreciate Mitchell's importance, they could lose a cornerstone player who has been integral to the team's success. For the Fever and for other teams navigating similar situations, the challenge will be creating a culture that celebrates both the emerging stars and the seasoned veterans. Veterans like Mitchell have earned their place and deserve recognition for their contributions. If a team focuses too much on elevating one player without considering the collective effort of the entire roster, it can fracture team chemistry and undermine long-term success. Ultimately, how Indiana handles this delicate balance could define their future in the WNBA. If they can find a way to both nurture Clark's growth while honoring the veterans who helped get them there, the Fever will be poised for sustained success. But if they fail to acknowledge the importance of their established players, they risk disrupting the very foundation that has propelled them into playoff contention. Swoopes' critique serves as a timely reminder that the strength of any team lies not just in its stars, but in its veterans, who are the glue that holds everything together. But what do you think? Is Sheryl Swoopes on point with her critique, or is she overstating the problem? And if you were Kelsey Mitchell, would you stay loyal to the Fever or consider a fresh start with a team that might appreciate you more? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more in-depth WNBA analysis.